So today what I want to do is talk about the video that Canadian Prepper just put up. Hard times are coming. And I'm going to have to agree with him. And the reason I'm going to agree with him is the basis of two experiences I've had. The first one is I had a German teacher in high school. She lived through the hyperinflationary time in Germany before World War II. Her father would get paid 4 times a day because hyperinflation made the money worthless that fast. So at first they'd pay him twice a day and then eventually 4 times a day. And during breaks and lunch, they would go out and spend the money because it devalued so fast that it would be worthless if you waited till the end of the day. Once you reached a point where you could not trade for what you wanted with money, then businesses started paying people in the products that they either manufactured or sold. And you would take this and go out and spend it to get what you needed in trade, or you would trade it for money and then go buy other stuff. Now, my more pertinent experience is that in the gun business. I've been in the gun manufacturing and ammunition business for over 30 years. And before that, I was in the gun parts business. And I did this both full and part-time over the years, depending on market demand and when I was working other jobs. What I came to learn was in times of hyperinflation, whether it's caused by monetary issues or hysteria in the market where people are panic buying, the cost of goods that you're selling becomes so high that when you sell something, you do not get enough money to buy a replacement product. So, for instance, if I sold an AR-15 for $1,500 this week and it costs me $2,000 to replace it, I haven't made any money. So if this goes on for too long and you can't replace your product at a profit, then businesses just stop buying inventory. So there's nothing to sell. If it goes on long enough, they'll go out of business. So what you got to keep in mind is for a business to be viable and make money, the cost of replacement goods has to be lower than the revenue from what you just sold. So anytime replacement cost exceeds the revenue from the old stock you just sold, you're losing money. So when your local grocery store, Walmart, gas station, whatever the business is, reaches a point where they can't buy replacement goods for less than what they just sold their inventory at, they will quit buying inventory and quit selling you inventory. If this situation goes on long enough, instead of a temporary shutdown, they will permanently shut down. So if we keep seeing hyperinflation, eventually you're going to reach a point where all these big box businesses and small businesses will just close because it will cost them more money to buy replacement products than what they sold their previous inventory for. In that situation, you have to go out and get more money or borrow it from somewhere in order to stay in business. And banks are not going to lend money in a hyperinflationary environment. So you need to keep that in mind. If you have a small business or you have a side business, you need to look at doing services, repair work, things like that, where you can continue to make a profit. Please comment, rate, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.